What's going on, guys? Welcome back to one of the most important videos that you guys will see today, where I am going to be predicting Hell in a Cell's match card, order of matches, talk about my predictions, and talk about possible rumors, just rumors, and what I think is going to happen at Hell in a Cell on Sunday, October 30th, 2016. It is going to be an insane pay-per-view, guys. That is without a doubt. We got a triple main event. We got 3 Hell in a Cell matches. That's too much. But whatever. The WWE does whatever the hell they want. We got a historic WWE Women's Championship inside of Hell in a Cell for the very first time ever. It's going to be lit, to say the least. Fam, as much as I hate saying that and conforming with this generation's words. But whatever. So, we'll start off with the kickoff. Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, I don't know, and Arya Davani. I probably butchered that name. I'm not too familiar with him. Don't see him much on the main roster, if at all. That match is literally just a kickoff match. I mean, there's not really much to say about that. There's no feud there. They're not building up. They've killed the cruiserweights. Unfortunately, they've done. Hopefully, they'll be able to bring it back with the Cruiserweight Championship match later on that I'll talk about. But I picked Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara. That's literally just a fucking toss in the air, really. But next match, we'll go to the main card for the pay-per-view itself. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. To start the pay-per-view, I think we are starting with the United States Championship match inside Hell in a Cell. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Rusev to start the pay-per-view. That's just me. I think that's a great way to do it. Build up the hype. Give us what we're expecting. Get this one out of the way. Get Roman Reigns out of the pay-per-view because everyone's just going to be booing him. Get the crowd amped up. Get them feeling the energy. That even if it's hatred, get them feeling it. But my pick for that is going to be Roman Reigns because, again, the WWE has a massive hard-on for Roman Reigns. That is never going to change. I don't know why. It's so important to them that they just insist on pushing him forward and forward and forward. Excuse me. Then, the next match, I do believe, is going to be... I'm torn between a couple matches. I'm going to say Bayley versus Dana Brooke. This match is just meh. That's really all it is. I mean, I pick Bayley just because, I'm a hugger. And Dana Brooke is just awful. But she's a good heel, kind of, when she's just not talking or doing much, really. Or is she even a good heel? I don't know what she's good at. I don't know. Moving on. Next match, New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championship. I do think New Day is going to retain. They are going to lose their championships, but not yet. I think they're going to set a record first because I think the WWE's original plan was to set the record before, but when people told them that it was 450 something days or something like that, they decided not to go with that. So they're going to set the official record for the longest championship reign, which technically I think it's already the longest because it's the Raw Tag Team Championship. It's the first time it's a Raw Tag Team Championship because there was the WWE Tag Team Championship, then there was the World Tag Team Championships, as far as I know. Maybe those are something that's the same with them. I don't know. Whatever. But I'm going to go with the New Day on that. Cesaro and Sheamus. It's just a weird match. They might be in unison. I think it could be a good match. Or I could see a DQ happening, to be honest. That's really it. I can see that ending in a DQ. Yeah, definitely. Next match, Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. Definitely forgot to write down one of my matches. But this is going to build a really good feud. Like, it's going to culminate a feud with these two teams. They're both really dominant. Enzo and Cass wins over the crowd. Gallows and Anderson need to pick up steam because their feud with the New Day went nowhere fast, and they went from being one of the top best tag teams to just get off my screen. I don't care about you. You guys should have been great. You guys should have been tag team championships, but the WWE is hell-bent on giving records to new superstars, or not new superstars, but popular superstars. So unfortunately, that's just how it's going to work with them. But so I predict that Enzo and Cass are going to be the winners in that, and we're going to be riding Enzo and Cass on like a victory train, and they're going to be gaining steam and momentum. And at WrestleMania, they're going to get a tag team championship opportunity, probably their second one, because I bet you they'll get one from here until then, maybe like Royal Rumble or something, and they'll lose. But at WrestleMania, for their big WrestleMania moment, they're going to defeat probably the New Day or Cesaro and Sheamus if they lose tomorrow. But I do expect I expect Enzo and Cass to be tag team championships by the end of WrestleMania 33. That's going to happen. And then the next match, I do believe, is going to be the Cruiserweight Championship match, T.J. Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. As I mentioned previously, the Cruiserweights have been buried by the WWE. They could have done something great with them. They could have made them whatever, but they took too long to bring them on, and within the first week, they didn't even announce. Like, they showed some of them, but they didn't even bring out T.J. Perkins. Nothing. Like, I don't understand it. They've only got a few people, and I understand because it's such a hard thing to fit the Cruiserweight division, like weight-wise, size-wise, whatever. But you can't keep having them wrestle the same people. Why aren't they wrestling other people? People like T.J. Perkins can wrestle other people, like Chris Jericho. Get him to go over. The Cruiserweight division is big, but it doesn't need to be limited only to the Cruiserweight division. I understand that's what they want to do, but you've got all these high-flying superstars, and you're just going to bury them, which I think to jumpstart the Cruiserweight division, they're going to give the title to Brian Kendrick. Give it to a dominant heel who deserves the championship. He's really good, in my opinion, on the mic and everything like that, and that's important for being a champion. It's not about being good in the ring. It's about being good out of the ring, on the mic, promos, getting a reaction out of the fans. I think that's what it takes to become a WWE champion, and any kind of champion, really, or any type of top superstar, I suppose. Then the last two matches are the Universal Championship match and then the Women's Championship match. These matches, it's going to be interesting. They're going to be either or. There is a lot of speculation about the main event at this point in time right now. Vince McMahon does not want to put the Women's Championship match as the main event for whatever reason. I don't know. I think it would be a great way to jumpstart their dying Divas Revolution. Maybe I'm the only one that sees it as a dying revolution, but I'm not on board with them right now. But personally, I think it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship as the match before the main event. That's just me. I think that match is going to be definitely a really good match. Potential to steal the show, but very obviously because you got Kevin Owens, who's phenomenal in-ring, out-of-ring. Seth Rollins, phenomenal in-ring, out-of-ring. And I expect we'll be seeing some high-flying moves. We're going to put an end to that feud right there. I expect maybe interferences. It won't really matter because it's a Hell in a Cell, so I don't know how much it'll do. I expect them to at least use the Hell in a Cell to their advantage. Seth Rollins is going to destroy Kevin Owens, and with that being said, Seth Rollins is actually going to win the match. I think he's going to win the Universal Championship, and he's going to bring a good name to that belt. Ever since that belt was unveiled, it just has lost its momentum, and just like it's not a good belt. And with Seth Rollins, we're using it since it should have been Finn Balor. It's just going to be whatever. I mean, and then maybe we'll see another rematch between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, even, because Finn Balor, I expect, will come back and win the Royal Rumble and get a main event shot at his very first WrestleMania. But so Seth Rollins walks away tonight rather, because it's like 1 a.m, with the Universal Championship. Then the main event is Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship inside Hell in a Cell for the first time ever. And despite home field advantage in Boston, Massachusetts, Charlotte is going to win that match. It breaks my freaking heart to say that. I'm all for Sasha Banks. All for her. She's one of my favorite women on the roster. But I do not believe that she is going to beat Charlotte. Charlotte is 12-0 at pay-per-views. 12-0. She's not losing at all. I expect she's going to pull something out. It's not going to be like a clean victory. It's not going to be that. I want to see them get on top of the cell. I want to see them fight. I want to see some dangerous stuff, but I don't want to see them die. I want them to be careful about it, but I expect that this match is going to be like, one of the guys' matches. I expect a lot, especially because Charlotte Flair is is a phenomenal athlete. Her corkscrew moonsault off the top turnbuckle, every single time I see it, amazing. That's literally the only word to describe it. It leaves me speechless. But I expect that match is going to be definitely a show-stopping match. But let's talk about rumors that are anticipated right now. The biggest one it's not a big one. It's one that I just recently read. It's stupid. The Undertaker is not returning at Hell in a Cell. He is not going to be there. I am pretty positive about that, because he is not going to return to a Raw pay-per-view. He is going to return to a SmackDown pay-per-view, because that is where John Cena is. He is going to wrestle John Cena at WrestleMania 33 for his 25th and final WrestleMania as a send-off, because it was supposed to be last year. I don't expect him returning to a Raw pay-per-view, even though it is Hell in a Cell. It would be great for him to return to it, but it wouldn't make sense story-wise, because he's going to be a SmackDown star. That's just shut that down right now. Shut that shit down. There's rumors of Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman being a possible match, if it's not already. And if it does become a match, it'll either be on the kickoff show, or I honestly think it will bump Dana Brooke versus Bayley down to the kickoff show, and it'll take that slot, which wouldn't be good for the women's division. But I don't know. But the women's division is dying, and hopefully that, not dying, but it's losing steam, and hopefully the main event, if they put it as a main event, that Hell in a Cell match will build it back up, show them that they are as great, if not better, than most of the men on the roster. Ric Flair, possible return to help Charlotte. That is a rumor, because she has taken the handle of Charlotte Flair as her in-ring name at this point. I really hope he doesn't come back, because that was the worst months of her championship reign. I want to get behind Charlotte as a champion, but I can't do it if she's behind everyone else. Jericho, who doesn't have a match at Hell in a Cell, which is interesting, will probably play some role in the Universal Championship match. I don't know what. He might even get Kevin Owens pinned or something unintentionally, causing their friendship to end, and maybe causing a nice match for them at another pay-per-view in the future, on Raw or something like that. But I expect it's going to be really interesting to see how Jericho plays. I expect to see him during that match. If I don't, I will honestly be shocked. But, well, that wraps it up, guys, pretty much. I mean, I don't think I missed anything. If you guys did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle, @NLH555. Tweet at me. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you think about my predictions. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot. Whatever, just like, comment, subscribe. Whatever you guys really want to do. But other than that, have a great day. Enjoy the pay-per-view. As always, adios.